fly traps and mouse traps, it's the same type of glue. And if you have a pet, your pet might get in a glue trap or get fly paper on it. You know, if you have a pet bird, you have to get that glue off of it. And even if you have another species, a dog or a cat, you want to get that glue off of it because it'll just get matted down with dirt and it'll get infected. So you want to get that off. Now, I just dealt with this with a bird that I found outside, and I've had to do this several times with animals that I find that either nobody wants to deal with it. It's like, oh God, the pigeon has fly paper stuck on it, you know, let's just walk by it, you know, and let the bird, you know, it's going to starve to death. It can't fly. You know, it's either going to starve to death or it's going to get mauled by a dog or a cat. So how do you get the glue off of the animal? And it could be your own pet. You know, I know a couple of different people that, like, they had a kitten stuck in a glue trap, and they call me up, what do? I tried, you know, alcohol. Alcohol does not affect that glue, okay? Alcohol doesn't, acetone does not affect that glue. And put this in the back of your mind so that you remember this, because those things are everywhere. You know, if you have a dog or a cat, you know, and you want to be safe and not use poison, you might use a glue trap, but your puppy might get in the glue trap. You know, and so your puppy's walking around with one glue trap on its foot. Just pull it off the foot, okay? And then to get the glue off, what you use is oil. You can also speed up the process a little bit by using a hairdryer. You know, heat will make that like, you know, if it's colder, it's going to be sort of congealed. But if you heat it up, it sort of makes it easier. So use a hairdryer on low. But you take the oil, like the baby oil or the vegetable oil, put it on a cloth, a sock, whatever you have, and then just sort of wipe. Like if it's a bird, the bird that I just did this with, so it was like the bird was on the street, and when I was dealing with it, somebody said, you know, that bird has been there for a couple of hours. It's a good thing that you're doing that. Oh, well, why didn't you do it, idiot? That's what I wanted to say. I'm like, so you know that the bird's been there for an hour, the store owner, you know? And he didn't do anything about it. So it's got fly paper wrapped around it, you know? Very simple. I just took the bird, unwrapped the fly paper, and then I had to get the glue off of the bird. I used baby oil on like a sock and just sort of wiped it off, made sure that its feathers weren't stuck together, because that was the problem. If their feathers are stuck together, they're toast. Also, it's getting cold. They need those feathers to be proper, you know, so that they don't freeze to death. So I got it off, got the oil off, and then just gave them a quick bath, you know, and the bird's fine. But remember that glue traps and fly traps, it is the same glue. To remove that, you use oil. You don't use acetone, you don't use alcohol, and that seems to be the common thing that everybody thinks. Like, oh, I gotta go get some rubbing alcohol, you know. Vegetable oil works fine, baby oil works even better. Just put it on a cloth and just sort of clean the animal up. If the animal's hair is real greasy, whatever kind of animal it is, whether it's a bird or a dog, you know, give them a bath. Just afterwards, use soap and water and clean them up. Simple. No, down. Good. Finn, sit. No, sit. Finn, down. No, down. Good. Finn, sit. No, sit. Hold. Hold. Down. Down. No, hold. Down. Good. Finn, sit. Good. Good boy. Sit. That's good. No, sit. Down. No, down. Good. Finn, sit. No. No, come on, sit. Good boy. Drop. That's good boy. No. No. Down. Good. go down.